Oh, when she testifies. All right, I ruined it. When she testifies and it don't look good, who are you going to call? Well, apparently the Senate in this case. So, oh, and by the way, a couple of weeks ago, apparently this was also an article. Oh, the Wall Street Journal? We're not actually doing what we say we do publicly? That don't sound good. Here's the intro.
Though I know I should be wary, still I venture someplace scary. Ghostly haunting, I turn loose. Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice!
Hey guys, what's going on? Memes here. So yeah, apparently this is the thing. We had a Miss what was it? The Frances Hagen, a 37-year-old former Facebook product manager who worked on civic integrity issues at the company, faced questions from Commerce Subcommittee about what Facebook-owned Instagram knew about its efforts on young users, among other issues. I am here today because I believe Facebook's products harm children, stoke division, and weaken our democracy. Social media makes people go nutty bananas. Imagine my shock. Now, but the company's leadership knows how to make Facebook and Instagram safer, but won't make the necessary changes because they have put their astronomical profits before people. Congressional action is needed. They won't solve this crisis without your help. She emphasized that she came forward at great personal risk because she believes we still have time to act, but we must act now. Now, is it just me, or hasn't Mark Zuckerberg been saying for years now, we we need Congress to do something. We need regulation. Why might this be? Now, I am not a financial advisor nor accountant, but at least when I did a finance internship, I I think what they got to teach you is if you are a publicly traded company, you have a fiduciary duty to your shareholders to maximize the return on their investment. How does Facebook earn return? Your data, among a number of other things, but the more time you spend on it, just kind of the way when you access it, you feel like you're in a particular place. You get a particular feeling over you, kind of like when I logged into World of Warcraft back in the day, the good old days back in Ironforge, back in vanilla. I remember those times before I re-rolled Horde. Strength and honor. I'm just saying, but as we can see, about a day, about 30 hours ago, there was kind of this thing. Facebook says sorry for mass outage and reveals why it happened. To all the people and businesses around the world who depend on us, we're sorry for the inconvenience caused by today's outage across our platforms, said Santosh Jardahan, Facebook's vice president of infrastructure, in a blogspot late Monday. Facebook shares closed down about 5% on Monday, but they were up nearly 1% in early trading on Tuesday. Facebook has apologized for the mass outage that left billions of users unable to access Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger for several hours. To all the people and businesses around the world who depend on us, we are sorry for the inconvenience caused by today's outage across our platforms, says Santosh Jardahan, Facebook's vice president of infrastructure, of Blogspot late Monday. Yes, we remember that. The outage, which prevents users from refreshing their feeds or sending messages, because I think it's stored locally a lot of the time, was caused by configuration changes on the backbone routers. Jardahan said, without specifying exactly what the changes were. Now, I cannot confirm this, but according to a source, one dude at work at lunch, he happened to say, well, they were trying to fix basically Facebook making everybody hate each other. Not all, but basically incentivizing conflict and just giving you directly all that delicious rage candy. I'm not saying that this was the cause, but it was speculated. And right about that time, the congressional testimony came up in my feed or the next video. I'm not saying this is related. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp stopped working shortly before noon Eastern when the websites and apps for Facebook services were responding with server errors. Just after 7 p.m. Eastern, around 6 hours after the platforms went offline, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg wrote on his Facebook page, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger are coming back online now. You would know that because you would be on it to see it. Mark, you're an extremely bright man. Oh. He added, sorry for the disruption today. I know how much you rely on our services to stay connected with the people you care about. The outage marked the longest stretch of downtime for Facebook since 2008. Yes, when a bug ducked it. We remember those days. We remember those days back when these things happened more often on non multi million or billion user things. Oh, yeah, and there's this. From the Wall Street Journal, Facebook says its rules apply to all. Company's documents reveal a secret elite that's exempt. A program known as XCheck has given millions of celebrities, politicians, and other high-profile users special treatment, a privilege many abuse. Shocking. Mark Zuckerberg has publicly said that Facebook Inc. allows its more than 3 billion users to speak on equal footing with the elites of politics, culture, and journalism, and that its standards of behavior apply to everyone, no matter their status or fame. In private, the company has built a system that is exempt high-profile users from some or all of its rules, according to company documents reviewed by the Wall Street Journal. A program known as Crosscheck or XCheck was initially intended as a quality control measure for actions taken against high-profile accounts, including celebrities, politicians, journalists. Today, it shoots millions of VIP users from the company's normal enforcement process, and documents show some users are whitelisted, rendered immune from enforcement actions, while others are allowed to post rule break violating material pending Facebook employee reviews that often never come. At time the documents show XCheck has protected public figures whose posts contain harassment or incitements to violence, violations that would typically lead to sanctions for regular users. In 2009, allowed international soccer star Neymar to show nude photos of a woman who had accused him of rape to tens of millions of his fans before the content was removed by Facebook whitelisted accounts shared inflammatory claims that Facebook's fact checkers deemed false, including that vaccines are deadly, that Hillary Clinton has covered up quote unquote pedophile rings, and that the then President Donald Trump had called in refugees seeking asylum quote unquote animals, according to the documents. I said those words because those are the words that were said. I'm not saying that I won't self-censor, but a 2019 internal review of Facebook's whitelisting practices marked attorney-client privilege, found favoritism to those users to be both widespread and not publicly defendable or defensible. We are not actually doing what we say we do publicly, said the confidential review. It called the company's actions a breach of trust and added, unlike the rest of our community, these people can violate our standards without any consequences. So what you're saying, these folks in the game of Facebook had quote unquote God mode. I forget what it was in Doom 2. It was amazing. See, I like the ammunition. I like being able to go up into a cyber demon's face and let her with a BFG and see if you can get that one hit. Why? Because we could. Demons are people too. I'm just saying that Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg apparently, as my commentary, are going to get exactly what they've been asking for. Imagine my shock. Somebody has to say it. But hey, peace out, everybody. Thank you all for watching, and take care. It's a wacky world out there. Be safe, everyone.
Have you guys checked out the Memes of Destruction's channel? He's an interesting dude. I like him.